Wow, y'all. Wow. What a night of professional wrestling. That was a good show. Man, we got an amazing main event between those two on the thumbnail right there, Bryan Danielson and Bobby Fish. We had matches announced for next week. Their next episode of Saturday Night Dynamite, as Dynamite will be moved to Saturday night again, thanks to the NHL doubleheader that is about to be taking place. But guys, welcome to Outside the Brand. This is episode number 68 for your October 16th, 2021 edition of the show. Guys, this was a great night for professional wrestling. This is your Outside the Brand AEW Dynamite Saturday Night Edition review on the podcast. It's only me and Nate tonight, mainly because there are some complications when it comes to allergies, and honestly, people just not watching the show, and just some other things going on in other people's lives. But we completely understand. Nate and I are here. We're gonna hold it down for y'all. We're not skipping an episode of OTB for you guys. This is going to happen one way or another. Nate, how the heck are you?
I'm doing good, man. Got my live reinstated today, so
I did. I saw that.
yeah.
Congrats.
Did the live for AEW, so feeling good. Kind of tired, but I'm ready to get through this episode of the podcast. Let's go.
All right, my man. So, guys, tonight was a very, very special night of AEW, mainly because it had to happen on a Saturday night. Usually, Saturday Night Dynamites happen when it has to be preempted because of other sporting events. This time, it was preempted to Saturday night because of the MLB playoffs that happened on that Wednesday night. So, guys, we're here. We're here on a Saturday night for you, talking about AEW. A very loaded show tonight. And we had stuff that was announced to the public in a very strange fashion. We all thought that Bryan Danielson and Bobby Fish were facing each other last night on Rampage on that whole buy-in situation, but no, that wasn't the case. They were having matches for those people on the buy-in. It was a very strange situation. But then it was announced that we got a main event between Bryan Danielson and Bobby Fish tonight on the show. Also, we had Dante Martin taking on Malachi Black in a very, very good match. I think Dante Martin is going to be something in this company. One way or another, I think they're going to look at Dante Martin as the breakdown star of that tag team with his brother. Again, it's nothing against Dante's brother's fault. He just has a knee injury right now, and he obviously can't be on TV. John Moxley took on Yuta in something that we are going to be talking about because that match literally lasted like maybe 30 seconds. I don't know what the heck that was about, but we're going to be talking about it. Last wife, Keira Hogan, took on Penelope Ford. And listen, even in defeat, Keira Hogan looked like an absolute badass and a star. And I fully believe that one day we will see that graphic of Keira Hogan is all elite because she deserves it after tonight. She had a great match with Penelope Ford. We had Hangman Adam Page addressing the AEW crowd for his AEW World Championship shot at Full Gear against Kenny Omega. The AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament was announced. The entire bracket was announced, and we will be giving you guys our full predictions of that bracket on the show tonight. And, guys, and the AAA Tag Team Championships between the Lucha Brothers and a mystery tag team, which Andrade was later going to reveal when it was all going to go down. So, guys, that was pretty much your entire card, but we are going to break down every single piece of it. I see Aiden in the chat. How are you, my man? Mo in the chat. Guys, thank you so much for coming by on a special Saturday edition of Outside the Brand right here on the OTB YouTube channel. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for all notifications. That way you never miss an upload. Go follow us on social media. All of our TikToks are down in the description. That way you can just follow us and watch our videos whenever the heck you want. I mean, we make great content over there, so go check that out when you can. I believe at midnight tonight, I will shout this out because they are my boys. Loft and Bash are releasing a new song.
Yes, sir.
I think it's going to be on Bash's channel if I'm not mistaken. So go check out Bash About That on YouTube. And you guys can go check out that song there. I know I'm going to be watching that as soon as it goes live on the channel over there. If I haven't missed anything, what else did I miss? Well, you guys can follow all of us on social media. I have multiple with Twitter at Phenomenal P3. I was tweeting throughout the show tonight. Instagram at Philly Met and TikTok at Philly Met. Nate, you can shout out your TikTok. I know it's in the description, but what the heck is it?
At TikTok, Nathan Coleman 6.
Nathan Coleman 6. That's it. I was trying to figure it out. What's the 6 about? Was just Nathan Coleman already taken?
It was just
a random number you came up with?
Yeah, it was just so when I created it, it was just that's how they created my username.
Oh.
Yeah, they just threw the 6 up in there and I just stuck with it. So
cool. But guys, I think that's it. I think I sold out long enough. I think we're all good here. Link to Bash. Oh, look at that, Aiden. Great job. He put the link to Bash and Lost Music premiere.
Aiden is
great stuff. But guys, we're going to be breaking down everything for you guys tonight here on Outside the Brand when it comes to AEW Dynamite. Sunday, obviously, there's going to be no show, mainly because that we don't ever have a show on Sundays, unless it's for a pay-per-view. And then if you guys I might as well shout all this out now. If you guys missed anything on the channel for this week, go check it out. It's on the homepage. We have our Monday Night Raw review. I actually we actually posted a lot of content this week, so I might have to go back onto our YouTube channel just to check out what the heck we did. Let's get that out to you guys right now. So this week alone, we had our random wrestling talk with Narcolepsy Boy 94. Great content over there. Go check that out. Link. You can go to the homepage and we'll find it right then and there. We also had King and Queen's Crown. That was our Friday Night SmackDown review for October 7th. We had our Monday Night Raw review. We had an OTB extra for you guys when it came to SmackDown and Rampage, going at it head-to-head for 30 minutes. Our NXT review, our review for SmackDown and AEW Rampage, and obviously tonight when it comes to Saturday Night Dynamite. Guys, all of it's down at the homepage of the channel, so you guys can go check out whatever you missed and have fun over there watching Outside the Brand, because listen, that's podcast and TikTok land. What else are you talking about?
That's right.
But guys, that's it. I think I actually sold out long enough. We're almost at 10 minutes of selling out here, but hey, you know what? That's what we get here. It's time to talk Dynamite. Tonight was a great show, and overall thoughts of the show as we continue on with this review here.
Overall thoughts on the show. The show is actually pretty good. Starting it off with, I believe, CM Punk coming out on commentary. I believe after that it was the Inner Circle against. No, I think it was Chris Jericho in the Inner Circle cutting that promo. Fire promo, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Whole bunch of great matches, obviously, as always on the AEW card. Overall, yeah, the show was fantastic, especially leading into next week with the world title Eliminator tournament.
Yep.
It's going to be lit, so I can't wait. Can't wait.
It was a very, very fun show. We had I was trying to find some stories to talk about before the actual review tonight. No other real major stories happened during the show other than obviously the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament. That whole bracket was announced. We will go over that and give our predictions. Like I said earlier, Cody Rhodes will face Malachi Black next week on AEW Dynamite for technically, yeah, for the third straight time. This is Cody and Malachi 3. I think that's going to be a banger in and of itself. And apparently Max Caster took a huge shot at WWE NXT after Dynamite, but listen, that's Max Caster. We don't need to talk about that. That's just him doing whatever the heck he does. But guys, let's get started. Speaking of Malachi Black, the man took on Dante Martin to kick off the show tonight. And man, I have to say this right now. Nate, when I was trying to fix my TV because TNT was just not working for me for like the first 5 minutes of the show, I tuned into your live and I saw it was like a springboard to the outside on the ramp. Dante was hitting Malachi with some kind of maneuver to the outside. Fantastic. I have to say this kid is going to be something. And
yes, sir.
The thing is, it sucks that his brother is out with a knee injury. Otherwise, Top Flight would be probably in the top 5 contenders for those AEW tag team titles. But when it comes to that tag team of Dante Martin and Darius Martin, Top Flight, Dante Martin is going to be the top star. Like, you know how Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford is being looked at as that guy for the singles division. That's Dante Martin. And it's nothing against Darius. It's just how people look at tag teams. And Dante is that guy.
Yeah, Dante Martin is going to be a future champion one day, whether that's in a tag team or not. He's going to be a future champion one day. I like what I see from Dante Martin. Fantastic match between him and Malachi Black. Obviously, Malachi Black pulling through at the end to get the dub. Like I said, Dante Martin's move set is fantastic. All of these different springboard type of moves and his high flying ability can't be untouched right now. Can't be touched right now in AEW. Like I said, fantastic match between both of them. Yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
It's really, I mean, it's really all you can basically say because this match was fantastic. Like, so to go over everything that was in this match, I can't read over the entire match because this match was it was a pretty good, solid portion of the show. I mean, we got a lot of time for this match. So Black hits a huge kick and Martin hits an enziguri. Black hits a Meteora into a roundhouse kick, and Black hits a roundhouse kick, big German suplex cover for a 2 count. Martin hits a Hurricanrana from the top rope, and Martin hits a springboard senton cover for a 2 count. Black locks in a single leg Boston Crab, and Black lets go of it when he was having some rib issues. I don't know what that was. I was trying to figure out what happened. I didn't see anything that would make Black's ribs hurt. I don't know what the heck happened there. Did you see anything?
No, I didn't see anything. I was confused about the same thing. Yeah, like he just started grabbing his rib area, and I'm like, okay, what happened? Like, did he get hit or?
Yeah,
I didn't see anything, so I was confused about that as well.
Commentary was even trying to make some kind of sense of it, like saying like maybe Dante used his other leg to kick him in the back part of the ribs or something like that. I don't know. And Punk was trying to say that it was the Black Mist or whatever. So I have no idea what that was about. But Punk had some random sayings tonight on the show, and we'll talk about them. But man, there were just some random things happening there. So it was covered for a 2 count. Black locks in that single like Boston Crab, but let's go because of his ribs. And Martin with a shoulder to the midsection. Black hits Black Mass, otherwise known as the Sin Eater. They do call it the Sin Eater in AEW, not the Black Mass. I still call it the Black Mass because that's just a better name for it.
I do too. Yeah, I do too.
The Sin Eater I like, but it's the Black Mass. It's always going to be the Black Mass to me. And it was a slow cover, but he did get the cover for the 1, 2, 3. Great stuff as always. You kind of saw Malachi Black winning. Nothing against Dante Martin, but it's Malachi Black. You're going to have him win.
Right. Like I said, once again, fantastic match. Malachi Black with the Black Mass. We call it the Black Mass here on OTB to finish the match. But yeah, like you said before, you can't really say anything about this match. It was just a fantastic match overall. Like I said, I still say that Dante Martin is the future of AEW. Whether people don't see it or they do see it, he's going to be a champion one day, and I can't wait for it.
Completely agree. And thank you, Aiden Acosta. Breaking news, Buddy Matthews, a.k.a. Buddy Murphy, the formerly known Buddy Murphy. He is going to be debuting on New Japan via a promo on their YouTube channel. I went to the web browser and just search up Buddy Murphy and JPW, and it looks like that is going to be the case. Buddy Matthews is going to be in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I fully support that. I think he'll do great there.
Yes, sir.
Great stuff. Thank you, Aiden Acosta, for giving us that news. Miles, welcome to the stream. As Malachi Black leaves, he has a nod of respect to Dante Martin. Who knows? He did nod his head though, in what seemed to be a nod of respect. So we'll see where that goes later on down the line. The Inner Circle do make their entrance. Of course, Judas playing and everybody singing along. I was marking out at home.
I was too.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't mark out to Judas? Come on. Who doesn't mark out to Judas? And if you say you don't, you're just lying to yourself, because that's one of the greatest themes in professional wrestling today. So they make their entrance. Santana and Ortiz are actually out there with them because it's the entire Inner Circle reuniting tonight. And they are approached by America's top team when they're just trying to get the crowd hyped up and all that, and then just ATT comes out and says, "Hey, we're here." Lambert asks if this is the entire Inner Circle or if they're just adding new people just to have a little bit of fun. They should give ATT a parade because this is their hometown. Like, you know how many championships we gave to the city of Miami? And obviously the crowd is erupting in boos. They hate this guy. They hate. They absolutely hate Dan Lambert, and I just freaking love it. Jericho says, welcome the fat-faced dipshit, and obviously the crowd eating out of the palm of Jericho's hands, chanting fat-faced dipshit. Only in AEW, folks. Only in AEW. Only in AEW where you'll be able to chant fat-faced dipshit and it'll be okay. So Jericho has a question for Paige Van Zant, and it was pretty much asking, does she have an obsession with Le Champion? Will she slide into his DMs? Everybody was doing like the yeah. He wouldn't touch her with with her husband's genitalia, which I was like, okay, Jericho needs to calm down. Jericho needs to calm down. First of all, it was Roman Reigns calling Brock Lesnar a dumb farmer, a dumb farmer, and now we're talking about genitalia. It was just a very, very strange night. Does she put the bitch filter on for her Instagram posts? Again, just a laugh out loud funny. I don't know what it is about Jericho, but it's just a laugh out loud funny. The Inner Circle are reunited, and we are ready for a 10-man tag team match. Men of the Year, you can choose whoever the heck you want. We just want you in a 10-man tag. Dan Lambert says that the Men of the Year have bigger plans involving championship gold. The only person on that team that you guys have right there is Sammy Guevara, who quite possibly won't be able to step up to the plate. Sky says that don't forget, I pinned it GOAT not once, but twice. And Sammy says that he'll beat all of them right now. He's the TNT champion, and he'll see all of them next week to kick their asses. So we're most likely getting a 5-on-5 tag team match at Full Gear between America's Top Team with Men of the Year and the Inner Circle, which would mean that the TNT Championship is not on the line at Full Gear. Do you see a problem with that, or do you think that that's perfectly fine for at least one night as we continue to have this ATT versus Inner Circle feud?
I believe it's perfectly fine. I don't see no problems with Sammy not defending the title at Full Gear. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this 10-man tag team match. We get to see the Inner Circle back at full strength once again. We get to see American Top Team with maybe a debuting Jorge Masvidal in the match as well. So
I heard he's getting ready for something, so who knows?
Yeah, so that would be interesting. They might bring back Junior Dos Santos again. So yeah, I can't wait for this match. This match is going to be fire, I believe.
What are your thoughts on America's Top Team? Do you like them? Do you like everything that's going on with them overall with Men of the Year, Ethan Page, and Scorpio Sky, or are you still trying to figure it out yet?
I'm still trying to figure it out. With the Men of the Year thing, I like, but once they started bringing in like American Top Team, I'm like, okay, I don't really see what's going on here. Then I saw Jorge Masvidal, Junior Dos Santos, all of these MMA fighters, and I'm like, okay, I guess they're going like the MMA route. And then also, obviously, some of them got history with Jake Hager,
right?
With him being an MMA fighter as well. So, just trying to see how it'll be down the line. Can't really get into it right now, but I believe Men of the Year is going to go after those tag team titles sooner or later.
To be completely honest, I agree. I loved everything that Men of the Year was doing with Dan Lambert. I think Dan Lambert was a perfect mouthpiece for them because he just knows how to make people hate him. And whether they're just booing him just for the fun of it or whether they're booing him because they actually legitimately hate this guy, it works. It works. And for the time being, while Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky are trying to get better on that mic, and they have improved. They have improved on that microphone.
Indeed.
But while they're trying to continue the stepping stones of trying to get better on that mic each and every week, having him by their side and Dane Lambert, it's perfectly fine with me. And then you're bringing in these guys like Junior Dos Santos, Masvidal, and Van Zant, and all those guys to bring the MMA portion into it. Obviously, we know Jake Hager's background in Bellator MMA, and heck, even Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page had their little bit of time stepping into the octagon and all that stuff as well. They have a little bit of experience there too, so it works. It makes sense. I didn't think it made sense at first because I had no idea that they were a part of that world in MMA. But once I figured that out and they were, I'm like, oh, this is perfectly fine. This actually works. So as long as they continue improving, I see no problem.
Yeah, me neither. I see no problem as well. Like I said, still trying to get into it, but from what I see, it should work down the line. It should work.
And from what I'm hearing, I mean, Men of the Year they're pretty close to the top 5 contenders in that tag team ranking. So trust me, we will see them in not championship contender matches. This is not WWE. In championship matches down the line, as usually we have championship tag team matches when it comes to like a Rampage show or something like that. We just saw something between Lucha Bros and who the heck was that last tag team title match?
FTR.
I am blanking. Huh?
Was it FTR?
Oh yeah. So yeah, we had those. So trust me, Men of the Year, they'll get there at some point too. We had speaking of tag team championship matches, we had the AAA tag team titles on the line as the Lucha Brothers took on La Super Ranas. So it's 2 guys in lime green ass suits with masks on, and I'm like, all right, obviously some people are behind these 2 masks in these ridiculous outfits. Who the heck is it? We go on through this match with them in their full attire. They had the mask on and everything, and they were trying to wrestle Lucha style as much as they possibly can. But guys, it was revealed when they were literally taking the masks off, and by they I mean the Lucha Brothers, that it was FTR. It was Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Dax, Cash, I love you, but don't try to wrestle something that you're not. I know you were trying to do something like you were trying to act all luchador like because you're wearing the mask and all that, and you're friends with Andrade, but stick to what you're good at, and that's good old style tag team wrestling. This was a very good match though. Once we figured out that it was FTR, they wrestled their FTR ways, and it was great. We had Phoenix missing a kick, and Dax hits a huge forearm. Phoenix with a big super kick after that. Tully Blanchard runs down the ring, and I mean run. This man was actually dashing towards that ring, trying to get to Aubrey Edwards. And so while he's running down, trying to distract referee Aubrey Edwards, Dax hits Phoenix with a AAA Tag Team Championship belt, and Dax hit a brainbuster cover for a 1, 2, and a surprising 3. I had no idea that they were going to win those tag team titles tonight.
Yeah, me neither. At first, I thought it was the AEW titles, but then I realized that it was the AAA titles. But yeah, I had no idea that they were gonna actually win as well. I thought that Ray was gonna be there for the breakup. Obviously, he wasn't. But that was another fantastic match. Yeah, like that gimmick that they had. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what the heck that was.
I don't know. I don't know what
um,
that was, but once we realized that they were FTR, like you said, they wrestled their FTR ways. Fantastic match between both of them, the Lucha Bros and FTR. FTR coming out with the dub. Um, but yeah, like congratulations to FTR, I guess.
and you know what? Aiden put out a very good point right here. FTR and AAA, it's going to be weird. And I completely agree.
Yeah, because
They don't fit that. They
AAA is
don't fit
mostly
that
like
style.
yeah, AAA is mostly like lucha style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They,
yeah,
like,
I don't know. I don't know what they're
they
trying to
don't
do.
fit that style. It's weird. It's gonna be out of place, like Aiden said in the next comment. Listen, I mean they're your AAA tag team champions. Let me try to figure something out real quick. I'm looking at the AAA tag team championships and their reigns and all that stuff because right now, well, FTR are currently the 27th uh, tag team championship reign in its history. Um, but to be completely honest, um, they held those titles for long enough. They held those titles for 853 days.
Jeez.
Damn. What? Okay, well, maybe that's why. Maybe Triple H just wanted their tag team titles back. Wait a second. So hold on. So you mean to tell me? So they won those titles all the way back on June 16th, 2019, and they held it all the way till then. So yeah, listen, they held those titles long enough, I guess. They just wanted their titles back. That's insane. 853 days.
Jeez.
My God.
Man.
Exactly, Aiden. That's long as hell. Like, damn. Okay. But I couldn't agree with you more, Aiden. I feel like they're going to be completely out of place, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how long they'll hold on to those tag team titles. But moving on here. Tony Schiavone is backstage with Dante Martin and Lio Rush, and Rush says that what happened tonight was meant to happen. It's growing pains, and he failed because of his own doing. Listen to me and listen to me good. Everything will be money, and from this day forward, Lio Rush will be Dante Martin's new tag team partner. So we'll probably see a tag team match either on Rampage this coming Friday or on Saturday Night Dynamite. What are your thoughts on Lio Rush and Dante Martin as a tag team until Darius comes back, and then we'll probably have some kind of little dissension between those guys?
I like it. The high flying power is about to commence heavily. Like, to be honest, I thought that Leo was gonna be like kind of like how he was the manager for Lashley. I thought that he was gonna be like that for Dante. But I was happy to hear that he was gonna be his tag team partner, so that way he can get back in the ring. I'm looking forward to seeing Leo back in the ring looking forward to see what they could do as a tag team as well. Maybe it could lead to a possible tag team championship run if the other Martin doesn't come back in time, but we'll see. I'm just happy that Leo is finally getting back in the ring.
Exactly. That's all I really wanted from this too. I mean, you can say whatever the heck you want about Leo Rush, about his early retirements here and there, blah 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 blah, but the guy is an amazing talent inside that ring. So we all knew it was going to happen eventually. We all knew he was going to get back inside that squared circle. Why not have him in this tag team with Darius until his brother come back, and then you can figure out some kind of story to try to get Darius back with Dante, or have Darius and Dante feud with each other because of the relationship that he built with Leo Rush. Who knows? I mean, anything can happen here with this, and it's sky's the limit when it comes to that. So I can't wait for whenever it happens. He's just shaking his head in approval because he knows that that would just be fantastic. But man, I don't know that it's going to be great when it is all said and done. Tony Schiavone is backstage catching up with FTR. He said that they stole those tag team titles, and Andrade pretty much set that up for them. MJF celebrates with FTR by hugging them. As we all know, FTR is a part of the Pinnacle with MJF and all of that, so that's how their relationships intertwine. Andrade reveals that he paid off MJF to use FTR in the process, and they hug. And listen, Andrade was like, hey, what kind of payment do you want? Do you want cash or check? And MJF said both. And he's like, all right, well, give them both. And then obviously the assistant handed him both. And there you go. So obviously Andrade paid off MJF to get FTR those tag team titles. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. I don't know where that leads into in the future, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, right. Me neither. I didn't think that he was actually gonna give him both cash and a check. Like, I'm like, man,
I didn't even know that was a thing you can do.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this guy is just
cash or check.
Like, this guy is just greedy. He was like, cash or check? I want both. Okay.
Okay, you give them both.
I'm like, wait a minute, what? But,
I thought you could either do cash or check. I thought you couldn't do both, but apparently in AEW you can do both.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. So, but yeah, the same. I agree with you. Like, I don't see what's going to happen down the line. Hopefully, something good happens. But yeah, I'm just waiting and just trying to wait and see, like everyone else. So we'll see what happens.
Because now we got those two as tag team champions in the Pinnacle. Sure, they're AAA tag team champions, but they are tag team champions, and they are a prestigious tag team championship. MJF is obviously doing his thing with Darby Allin. Shawn Spears is kind of just existing right now. He isn't really being used on AEW TV. Right. And Wardlow, he's just kind of standing in the background for MJF, and we're just waiting in the wings for when Wardlow finally does turn his back on MJF, because we know it's going to happen. We just have to figure out when the timing's right.
Right.
So we see the seeds that they're trying to plant. That's the thing about being professional wrestling fans and just waiting for the opportunity to strike when Tony Khan wants it to. And he knows he has the plans. We just got to wait for it. And that can either be a really great blessing because it's going to be a great timing frame for it, but we also just want to see it happen because we know it's most likely going to. It's a very, very love-hate kind of thing. But it's more like a love-love because it's just been so good. Now, now it comes to the match where it was literally maybe less than 30 seconds. And Love texted me right after this match. And I mean literally right after this match. And he's like, what the fuck did I just see? And I'm like, to be completely honest, I don't even know. Miro Yuta makes his entrance with Orange Cassidy, and Orange accompanies him to the ring. John Moxley music hits, and Moxley just makes his entrance through the crowd. While they were trying to sing Wild Thing, Moxley just attacks Yuta right out the gate, and they literally have to turn off the music that fast because he just attacked Yuta. A crossface to Yuta on the ropes and a huge back body drop, clubbing blows on the mat, and Moxley not only hits the X-Plex, but he also hits a paradigm shift for the 1-2-3. Like it was literally maybe less than 30 seconds, and I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
What is this?
No, I don't know. Moxley destroyed that, man. Yeah. Can't really say much about like a 30-second match. But
it was literally just an X-Plex paradigm shift and over. Like there wasn't really anything to do.
Yeah, that's it. So
it's like if you blink, you miss this match.
If you sneeze, you missed a match.
And they literally tweeted out a GIF, and somebody just joined. Hello, Mr. Dot.
My guy MJ.
It's
Yes,
MJ.
sir. I knew it was MJ. I was like, that's my guy MJ.
Y'all look depressed, so I had to hop in here.
Okay,
No, we're just trying to figure out what the heck happened between John Moxley and Miro Yuta. Like, what the heck was that? That was a 30-second match.
Bathroom break. That was a bathroom break match.
That was a 30-second match. I couldn't even go to the bathroom in that time.
I mean, when you gotta go, bro.
I don't even know. I mean, it was just a very strange situation to me. I mean, we all knew Moxley was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to win that quick. I really did. Like, I thought we were at least going to see something between these two, because Miro Yuta's honestly not that bad in the ring, but he just got like 30 seconds.
Isn't this like his fifth loss against Moxley?
Pretty much, I think so. I think that legitimately is the record. Or, well, not the record, but I think that legitimately is his stuff about it. So, I don't know. Moxley leaves just straight away through the crowd, and Orange just checks on Yuta afterwards. So he's like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Orange Cassidy was in the heel.
I thought he was gonna do something to Wheeler, but it didn't happen. He was just kneeling there in disappointment. He was just like, what the heck happened, bro?
You disappoint me, my son. He was like, you disappointment, my son.
Tony Schiavone is with Serena Deeb, and Deeb says that it's simple why she came back. It was only a matter of time until she drags this division up to her level. And after that, Sheeta just attacks her from behind, and they brawl in the backstage area. CM Punk. CM Punk had some things to say on commentary after their little bit of a brawl. He said that she has a great head of hair. So, if you guys remember that, Serena Deeb was a part of Straight Edge Society, where she had her head shaved and all that.
Every time I hear something, makes a smile on my face.
Brings it up. So she had, yes, Punk. She has her hair back. It did grow back. Having those years away, it does grow back. Her hair is back, bro. Her hair is back. What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you were talking about somebody.
I said Serena Deeb.
I didn't hear that part. I'm not really familiar with her, to be honest.
She was a part of Straight Edge Society.
Hey, you almost forgot. I started watching 2014, bro. I done research. Now I know who you're talking about. Now I know who it is, but
That's right. Yeah.
you stressed out, Phil?
No. I was just trying to figure like, oh yeah, that's right. You were watching in 2014. Straight Society was like
20.
nine.
I went back in time though.
Yeah. Like 2009, 2010-ish.
Yeah.
This fire burn. I'm playing.
Fire burns. Yes.
Fire.
Young Bucks were making their entrance,
Elite.
and we had the Super Click in the Young Bucks and Adam Cole. Baby, you do not boo my Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole.
I'm sorry. The Elite, like the Super Elite, is starting to really annoy me because they faced my favorite faction. And
Versus the Dark Order. The Dark Order wasn't going to win this thing. I'm sorry.
I know. That's why I'm mad.
They weren't going to win this thing. It was a very, very good, solid match. I loved every single second of it.
It's because I'm black.
Of course. You're bringing that up here again.
I miss Brody so much.
So I want to go to the point where, first of all, Mr. Sacco made an appearance in this match. I loved every single second of that. That was fantastic.
God. That was crazy.
That made the crowd so happy.
I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, as soon as I saw him put in his arm, I'm like, no, there's no way that he's about to do a Mr. Sacco, and he did it. So, I was also thinking, I'm like, since he did the Manimal Claw, maybe that's another sign that Bray Wyatt might be signing with AEW.
I mean, that wasn't like I think that's a stretch, bro. That's a stretch. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
might be a little bit of a stretch, but I mean, he did use it.
Yeah,
for like 2 years.
Hey, 2 years is a pretty long time when you're doing it as the Fiend. So
unless you're Mankind, Mick Foley do love Cactus Jack.
Well, that's because he's a freaking legend, and he's used that for how long?
Okay.
It's too complete. So,
but who did the Fiend get it? No, I'm playing.
He probably did ask Mick Foley if he can use it. Yes, he probably did. Be
elite. Be elite, baby.
There was also a point in this match where
a kiss.
Yes, the kiss. Yes, that was fantastic. They tripped the young boys. They tossed them outside the ring, and they just went in there. They did the whole spot. Adam Cole was so happy, and then he looked to the sun. He was like, "Oh shit!"
Wait, hey yo, Phenom, you got roasted by Shayna Baszler on Twitter. That's not funny, but like Jesus Christ.
Did she block you? Because I'm honestly not even blocked by Shayna.
Hey, our truth.
I'm not honestly even blocked by Shayna. Adam Pearce, our truth, Titus O'Neil.
How'd you get blocked by the guy who cooked? How do you get blocked by the guy who cooks your food? He cooks your food. How do you get blocked by him?
I've been trying to get him to unblock me, bro.
You got blocked by Titus World Slide.
Yes, I did.
This is why
because I used the hashtag Titus Catering and added him while using it. So
yeah, but you know what catering means to a wrestler, though.
Exactly.
Yo, that's not. He probably took it the wrong way.
Like, he obviously took it the wrong way. He blocked my ass. So
this is why he stopped going to your house on Wednesdays and Mondays and Tuesdays and Fridays and whatever the days you watch wrestling. This is why I stopped going to your house. It's not cookie. This is why he should have poisoned you. No, I'm playing.
That is so rude. But Reynolds hits behind me.
You know, Rude's my middle name. Rude's my middle name.
Bucks hits a double super kick. Cole hits a Panama Sunrise BTE trigger, and then Cole hits the boom, aka the last shot. 1, 2, 3. They get the win. Super click. Obviously, we're gonna get the dub.
The best part of the match was the click. So I don't care. I said it.
That was a fantastic spot.
But of course, the Super Click wins and beats my favorite faction in AEW. It sucks.
Nate, thoughts on this? It's a sad time, I guess, for the Dark Order.
But I mean, be elite.
You're still marking out to the whole "be the elite" thing
because that song is stuck in my head now and I can't get it out.
Super Kick Party. Yeah,
no, that one was trash. I'm sorry, I said it.
But this was a great match. Like those last two sequences to end the match. The one where the Dark Order just hit Adam Cole with all of those moves, suplex. Man, oh my god! Like that sequence is dope. And then the super click with the double super kicks into the Panama Sunrise.
Yep.
The B trigger. I'm like, yes, man. Great match. Super Click comes out on top.
I'm not
as far as the Dark Order, I still don't know what's going on. Like I said, I'm still hoping that
we're just waiting, bro. It's a waiting game.
See,
it's a whole waiting
if zombies were real, can you please get Brady back first?
True.
Really?
True.
May he rest in peace, please. But guys, listen, AAA tag team. Well, not AAA tag team. They were defended tonight, but the trios tag team titles are going to be a thing very soon. They're going to be. Whether that
New Japan.
We're probably going to have a tournament to decide the first champions. Not going to lie, that's how they usually do these things. And whether the finals happen at the end, will culminate at Revolution, that's beyond me. I think that probably should be the case if you're asking me.
I mean, to be fair, Will, since we now know that we have a new women's title in the TBS Championship, and with that being said, we know that we're going to go split brands and have two brands. Dynamite, Rampage. So why not? Since they're probably gonna end up either sharing both championships or putting the trio titles and the tag titles on separate brands. It really depends on how they go.
I can totally see that, but speaking
of TBS Championship, Jade Cargill.
She's not ready yet, bro. I'm sorry. We'll talk. We'll talk. But to me, the first trio tag team champions have to be Super Click. They have to be Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. Those are your first trios champions.
No,
they have to.
No, they just lost the tag title. They just lost the tag team championship.
Who else is going to win those trios titles? Who else is going to win those trios titles?
I mean, you got the Hardy family. You got
Hardy family office is never stepping foot near those.
You have Andrade's new team. He might end up becoming
with FTR. That's so out of place.
No, I mean, I forgot that's his new team. Oh, never mind. Okay, scratch that. You could have Inner Circle. You could have the Pinnacle.
FTR is a part of the Inner Circle, so who are they teaming with?
You mean the Pinnacle, right?
Or the Pinnacle, same. It's not the same difference, but you get what I freaking mean.
You could have the Best Friends. You could have. There's a lot of factions in AEW, bro. What do we do? What do we say?
I understand that, but right now the only trio that makes sense are Super Click.
Yeah, right. It's just Mega's probably one of the top head backstage people, whatever.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
I'm literally just giving an opinion here, and this man's just shutting it down as he always does. But that's just how he rolls here.
This group makes me so mad I can't help it.
It's okay, MJ. It's okay.
Am I the only one, chat? Please help me out here. Am I the only one who just is disliking the Super Click or whatever you want to call them right now? Like, I want to cry. I'm actually turned up because this is why I sniffed 20 pounds of cocaine before every podcast. That was a joke. That was a joke.
My guy
You need to calm down, bro. You need to calm down. I'm gonna get Titus on your ass now, and he's gonna get Apollo.
Hey, guess what?
My guy MJ turned into New Jack.
Yeah, like listen.
Yes, sir. Finna get y'all canceled. I'm finna get y'all. Nah, I'm playing. I would never get y'all canceled. At least not yet.
So rude.
Rude. I mean, like, at least not on purpose.
Moving on, because I know he's probably going to
this
say
guy
something
got
to
blocked the other day. He got
what?
blocked from live the other day.
Bruh, did you do that?
I wasn't even in your live stream. I was mad.
Man, I was pissed.
I guarantee it was Phil backup page.
I haven't been on my backup page in months.
Yes, that's. Oh yeah, don't go on that. By the way, do not go on that page because you're not gonna see some things that you're gonna see something that you're not gonna like. Old things that you're not gonna like.
Thank you. Cody Rhodes arrives with Arn Anderson to the Nightmare Factory. A student, one of the.
Oh yeah, Nightmare Factory could be. I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
QT Marshall and the rest of the schmucks. No, they're not touching those trios titles either.
What about Cody Rhodes' faction? The Nightmare Family, whatever they want to call it. Whatever they call it, tag now. Whatever they call it now.
Bro, Cody Rhodes.
Cody isn't even in a faction right now. He's single.
Oh, I mean, you could have. What's that new group called? They just talked in a circle today. What's that group called? The American something.
American Top Team?
Yeah. Even though they're UFC fighters, but whatever.
Yeah, like.
I mean,
the only people that make sense are a super click, and there's nobody that's gonna dispute me on that. We're moving on.
They're gonna have this happen for at least a year and a half.
We're moving on.
But Phil, man, if you really happy that I'm back on the podcast, sometimes you would agree with me. See that?
Cody trains.
I saw that look. I saw that The Rock look. I saw
Cody trains with the trainees, and Brock takes him down.
I'm taking over this podcast. I saw the eyebrow. I saw that.
The trainees beat down Cody, and he isn't learning shit. He says. Arn says that he will never do anything to let the kids down. Malachi Black has it coming. Cody fights off Lee Johnson. Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black 3 happening next Saturday on Dynamite. And I don't care if you're sticking the middle finger out at me. It don't mean shit.
Yo, guess what?
Yes.
I apologize. I am joking, okay? You don't gotta yell at me all the time. Sick tired of yelling at me catching an attitude.
Stop joking and take
you
this
need to
shit
stop
seriously.
catching an attitude and yelling at me.
You need to take this shit seriously.
I will quit again.
You said yourself that you weren't technically officially a part of this.
Are you
okay, I'm talking about part-time contract. You know. I will rip it up and go to AEW.
Dude, I'm on the payroll. Everybody thinks I am anyway.
Okay, Phil Con.
Exactly. That's what people call me randomly sometimes. I'm like, why?
Okay, Phil Cornette.
Asshole.
I'm sorry. Penguin? Okay, I'll stop.
You need to shut up.
Okay. I'll chill out.
MJF makes his entrance, and he...
Sorry.
You're an ass. That was not a real sneeze.
Yes,
that was not a real sneeze.
I got COVID. Hang it to me.
Stop. No, you can't fucking say that on here.
My bad. I forgot YouTube is soft.
Tells Darby Allin to get inside the ring. Darby obviously isn't here because of the attack last week.
I got COVID. Let's just say that.
You say CV19. That's how you say it here on YouTube.
Hey, YouTube, you're soft.
Like TikTok.
Great. He calls Darby Allin a gutless coward. MJF did break him mentally. Darby Allin was attacked. Was Darby Allin attacked last week? Yes, he was. he asked Tony Schiavone if he knew about that, and obviously Tony Schiavone, just being the guy that he is, yelling over the microphone, "Yes, I did know that, you piece of garbage! Like you're just like you knew that, and you knew all that all along." He asked Wardlow to come out here and bring a referee down. Bryce Rumsberg was down, and MJF yells at him to count 10. MJF will prove that he is the past, present, and future of this company. The ref counts, and at the count of 9, lights go out. Sting arrives, hits his knee. I knew he was going to do that. Sting comes down with the baseball bat, hits and attacks Wardlow with the bat. MJF runs away and goes to the back. We're getting this match at full.
Y'all should have heard me yelling Sting earlier.
It's
also,
the Stinger.
I just want to say,
It's
Sting, the Stinger, Sting, whoa, the Stingsty.
Woo!
But about this match, Wardlow, why? He pushed you into him. He treats like you're a punk.
Yeah.
You're 6'5", probably 280 pounds of muscle. So, heel turn. We're
waiting for Wardlow to turn on MJF at some point. We are.
But I don't want to break up the Pinnacle, though. That's gonna suck.
That's not gonna break up the Pinnacle just because Wardlow leaves.
Oh, powerhouse. Team Taz going to tag. Okay, I'll stop. I'm okay.
Team Taz is in a trio.
Yes, they are. You got
Hook, and Hook hasn't even taken a bump yet.
You got that white boy. You got Taz. You got the other people.
You got Hook, and that's it. Taz is not wrestling. Hook hasn't even taken a bump.
Technically, he has. He got clothesline on the apron and fell. That's kind of a bump.
Okay, one bump.
He took more than just one bump. All the times he had to sacrifice himself.
Point is, we haven't seen the kid wrestle. We have no idea what the fuck he can do.
We haven't seen you wrestle, and we know what he can do.
Jack shit. That's what I can do.
Exactly.
Jack shit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. What was talking about? Sting? Oh yeah, it's time.
Last wife.
Gear. What do you mean match at Full Gear?
What rematch?
You said we're gonna get this match at what show?
At Full Gear.
Why?
MJF versus Darby Allin.
Oh, I thought you said Sting. I think you meant like Sting
No.
and Darby.
No.
I mean Sting and whatever his name was.
Wardlow? No. Oh my
No,
god.
Sting and MJF. I mean. Also, I just want to say MJF is goated. I don't care what y'all say.
Yes,
I
sir.
love MJF. I've always loved
sir.
MJF. What the hell are you talking about?
He is my favorite heel in wrestling right now.
I can totally agree with that. Like
He better than Roman. Roman sucks. I don't acknowledge him. He can kiss
okay,
my butt
well,
behind
that
me.
I don't agree with. But
You better acknowledge me. Acknowledge Brock. Acknowledge CM Punk.
acknowledge G.
I acknowledge even Marie fight out from Reigns. I acknowledge
That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy right there to the highest degree. And no one is going to say that otherwise. Absolute blasphemy.
that's fine. You know why? Phenom, you're right. Drew McIntyre carried the pandemic era.
Okay,
Roman.
yeah,
Not
your
Roman.
point.
I spit on Reigns. I spit on the tribal chief. That's probably rude to say. I can't say that. I'm sorry.
Britt Baker interrupts Anna Jay in an interview, calls Dark Order losers, calls Anna Jay losers, and Anna Jay and Britt Baker brawl. Are we really trying to get Anna Jay versus Britt Baker at Full Gear? How? How would that make any sense?
I mean, Britt needs more opponents just to beat, I guess. Because she's going to win. She's going to have a title for this year. So,
I feel like she's going to lose that thing in February, but
yes,
that's just
Sasha and Bailey also. Yeah, they carry it too. Not Roman. I don't acknowledge him. If Megan's watching this, Roman Reigns sucks. No, I'm playing. I don't want to start problems with Megan anymore. I ain't trying to die.
I ain't trying to die.
Keira Hogan. Last wife. Last wife, Keira
All
Hogan.
Roloff says Keira Hogan is
versus Penelope Ford. Honestly,
And she got clapped.
listen, Ford was going to get the win here. I saw this coming. But in defeat, Hogan didn't do that bad. Were there some kind of spots where Hogan was out of her element or just out of some spots here and there? Yes, there was. But listen, she's continuing to grow in this company and in this business. So I don't really give free passes out all that much. But for right now, until I see more of Keira Hogan, I want to see more. So we heard that. We'll see what happens. I just hope we see Keira Hogan more, whether that is on Dark or Dark Elevation or Rampage, what have you. I just want to see her more so that we can see
Team Fortress Team. Nah, I'm playing. Oh, so I just wanted to say, guess what, y'all? I did my first register for NXT live stream Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Nice.
Free plugs, you know what I'm saying?
Nate, what are your thoughts on Keira Hogan and Penelope Ford? This was kind of a throwaway match in a way, but
straight fine. Fine with a capital F. Because I'll do the F later.
I was about to say Keira Hogan does have those cheeks, my guy, but
y'all heard me. Fine with a capital F, and I'll do the F later. If you know what I mean.
But this match was pretty okay. Like you said, Phil, we got to see Keira Hogan a little bit more up in AEW. Hope to see her a little bit more up in AEW. I think I gotta listen to Loft. I gotta go watch like some of the old Keira Hogan matches because right now I don't really see.
You don't see the hype of her
like,
just yet.
Yeah, I don't see her like how Loft sees her.
Wait, question: wasn't Keira Hogan like part of the tag division? Like
yes, she was a part of the women's tag team division over on Impact.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. I just want to say real quick before we continue. So my tournament will be on hold because I broke my microphone, so I gotta get a new one.
What did you do?
Basically, I either stepped or sat. You pick one.
I stepped or sat. You pick one.
You stepped on it or sat on it, and we just have to choose which one you did.
Yes, and I broke it. The mic part, it broke off. Then when I broke it off, I just tore it apart, and I got mad, and I threw it away. So I gotta get another one. So just like Phil, taking 3 months off until I get. I mean, Phil, it took you 2 months. It took you 2 months to do yours. So
it's a different circumstance. You piece of garbage.
Oh, right. I forgot about that thing. Oh, my bad. Shout out to the family. I acknowledge them, but not Roman.
After
the match, can you agree with that one?
Yes.
Okay, I stopped cutting you off. I'm sorry.
After the match, Ruby Soho ran down, attacks Penelope Ford, and throws Ford onto the ramp. We're going to get a problem. I think it was announced on Rampage that we're getting Ruby Soho versus Ford. So we'll see that down the line.
What? Wait, what did I miss?
After the match, Ruby Soho attacked Penelope Ford to help Keira Hogan because they're doing a 2-on-1 attack. So we'll see that down the line. Miro was talking to God in a video package, which was fantastic. Loved every second of it. Miro was legitimately talking to God, saying that you're going to make me your champion or something bad's going to happen down here. And we'll see what happens. The man wants to become God's favorite champion again, and it's great.
I'm sorry. I got to say this. No homo, bro. Like, just pause on everything. Miro got that dump truck, yo.
Yeah, nah.
Nate,
no.
Shut your snack self up, okay? You're a snack. Nate, I'm playing. Nate, don't block me, bro. Do not block me. I'm playing. He threatened to block me. He was like, "Yeah, forget you, MJ. I'm Brotherhood now. Not Brotherhood. I'm OTB now. Forget you, MJ. I'm blocking everything. Since you want to turn your back on us." I didn't even turn my back on y'all. I'm just black.
I think
Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone in the ring. Introducing the man that won the casino ladder match, Hangman Adam Page.
My third favorite wrestler in AEW.
Cowboy shit chants
Watch your
were
mouth.
roaring through that arena.
Watch your mouth.
That's what the saying is, though.
Oh right. Oh yeah. I forgot.
Cowboy shit is legitimately what he says.
He said that multiple times.
Yeah, he did.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who's that's knocking at my door? 5, 6, 7, 8. Hurry up. Don't be late. 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'll stop.
So he said that he was excited to be going the full gear for the AEW World Championship, but listen, it changed who he was when he had to leave for a little bit. He failed to become AEW World Champion once before, and he lost all his confidence. He lost his friends, and he lost himself. The one thing that was never lost in him were people chanting cowboy shit. You're an asshole. Go away.
this is a hate crime.
I'm running it down.
This is racially motivated.
I'm running the shit down, and you're doing this.
My bad. Continue.
To him, that was very real. When you fall, you get back up, and that is cowboy shit. He's not a fortune teller, but he is going to tell us that he is going to give his everything. He's going to give his blood, sweat, and maybe even some tears. Stop yawning.
I couldn't help it. Like, it just came out, bro. Like, pause.
But he feels like we still believe in him, and for the first time, he believes in himself. At full gear, he will give us his everything: heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears. And the one thing that he is sure of is that he will do some cowboy shit.
Yeah.
He's winning that title. He's winning that title.
He's gonna ride a horse to the ring. I'm calling it right now.
if he rides a horse to the ring, that'll be the best entrance in all of professional wrestling.
Didn't he have a horse before, like during a Stadium Stampede match or something? I think that was the case.
That'd be hilarious.
He did have a horse before in the Stadium Stampede. I think that was the match.
The Stadium Stampede match. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta go. I'm getting tired. I just want to be in here because I want to hang out with y'all a little bit. I gotta make y'all laugh, yo. Come on.
Appreciate you, my guy.
No problem, man.
I know who it is.
Have a good night.
Malachi Black. Fade to black.
Take care, my man. All right. He said that he was going to do some cowboy shit at AEW Full Gear. I fully believe that Hangman Adam Page is becoming AEW World Champion. There's no way that you're having him win this casino ladder match and not having him get that World Championship shot. He was supposed to get that shot at All Out, but because he asked for time off because he had a beautiful young baby boy, he had to take time off. By the way, congratulations to Hangman Adam Page family.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on this entire promo and thoughts on how everything will go down when it comes to Hangman and the cleaner, Kenny Omega? Well, the former cleaner.
The promo was really good, heartfelt. As far as what's going to happen to Kenny Omega, he's about to get this work put in by Adam Page. Adam Page is the new AEW World Champion. He's going to be the new AEW World Champion at Full Gear. Like you said, Phil, there's no way that you have him come back, win the ladder match, and not give him the title. like putting in all that work for nothing. That's completely stupid. So yeah, Adam Page is going to win the title at Full Gear.
I couldn't agree more because, yeah, that's what I predict too. Like, I mean, there's really nothing else to say. But man, the main event happened. Bobby Fish, Bryan Danielson, great match. This match was fantastic. We had Bryan with a chop block. Fish catches a kick. Hits a backdrop driver, cover for a 2 count. Fish with clubbing blows in the corner. Fish with forearms hits an avalanche falcon arrow from the top rope, cover for a 2 count. Fish transitions into a knee bar, and Bryan reverses into a knee bar of his own. And Fish kicks his way out. Bryan hangs on, hits kicks of his own, and Bryan with a painful looking heel hook and makes Fish tap out. I love that heel hook. I know he's using pretty much. He's using anything right now as his finisher. He's used the running knee as his finisher. He's obviously using the label lock, and he's used this heel hook before in WWE. When I believe he started using the heel hook when he was doing that whole environmental shtick with Eric Rowan at the time, when he had the whole environmental friendly WWE Championship when that whole thing was going around. And I believe that's when he started using the heel hook. So he's using all of his finishers from the past. I like it. I think Bryan Danielson was the perfect winner here. But I do have to ask you something because I was bringing this up with Love. I love having all these people here, right? Bryan Danielson, Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, Malachi Black, Andrade, obviously CM Punk, and all these guys. But Bobby Fish, he's already won, he's had 3 matches in this company. So obviously it's nothing really to be that upset or stressed out about. But in 3 matches, he's 1-2. Okay. And we've seen tons of debuts and just matches for these, I'll say it, for these former WWE guys within the last few weeks and months, and pretty much ever since after All Out happened. Do you think that they're using these former WWE guys too much to the point where they're almost relying on these guys, or is it just saying, hey, these are just the guys that we kind of have to use right now up until the point where we can get these new stars up and away? Because at this point in time, I feel like they didn't even space any of these debuts out to where we can finally have something to wait for when it comes to these former talents. We just got all of them right away, and now all of them are here. So what are your thoughts on that? Because it's a very strange situation. I want to bring up the entire conversation so that I can show you what I mean. Go ahead. You can make your point.
To be honest, I really don't know. Like, I kind of think that they're using them right now, like as in to, like as in a way so that way they can develop the newer talent, like up in AEW Dark and stuff like that. To be honest, I really don't know. Like, I don't think it's like a shot at WWE letting them know, like, hey, look, we took all your talent and this is how you're supposed to utilize them.
Right. Yeah.
Utilizing them right. Like, I don't think it's that, but like they have been using former WWE talent a lot, but I don't think that is like towards any shot towards WWE or anything like that. I think that they're just using them, in a way so that way they can help build up newer talent and stuff like that until they can actually do that. So that's what I think.
Yeah, because I was texting off before the show tonight. It was like around 7 o'clock at 7 o'clock here, and I texted him a picture of Bryan Danielson and Bobby Fish, and it says who will win tonight's main event. And I asked him who wins tonight, and I said I think personally it will be Bryan. He said hopefully Bryan, and I said Bobby Fish will have his time. It's just now with everything leading up to Full Gear, it's just not his timing. Though I wish they would have saved Fish's debut or something so that he can get some wins under his belt, because after tonight he will be 1-2. Law said exactly is going to be weird at this moment for him, and I said that is where I do agree with you. They put these debuts together so often that none of these guys have a chance to breathe and to have their own moment. I love that we have these guys like Fish, Danielson, Cole, Black, etc. But there's a time and place for all of them to shine. He said, obviously, execution is everything. We all know how he loves using the whole execution thing, which is true. Execution, when it comes to these kind of debuts and how they're used, is key. And I said, there's that word execution again. They really aren't in a bad position, but he says that they are using these debuts in ways that WWE has uses former legends in the company. What are your thoughts on that? We're not trying to take a shot here at Loft, just so everybody knows. We're just trying to give points out there to you guys so that you guys can know about it.
So he said that AEW is using their superstars like how WWE uses the legends in the company.
Well, using the debuts. So, like, we already saw Malachi Black debut, Andrade, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, and Bobby Fish. I don't know if I said Adam Cole or not, but if I didn't, Adam Cole. We didn't see them like all at once, like week after week after week, but they were very, very close together. And we have Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debut on the same night. When we all thought they were gonna have those things spaced out. So I don't know. They just kind of had these guys saying, "Hey, here, debut all at once," instead of spacing this out a little.
So yeah, with the debuts, I kind of agree that they should like space it out a little bit. Like obviously, like you said, we had no idea that Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole was going to debut on the same night.
Right.
I think if I'm correct, I think Ruby debuted that night as well.
Yeah.
So we had 3.
And Minoru Suzuki. So Minoru Suzuki was also there that night too. I mean, he's not technically AEW, but yeah.
So like, I don't know. I feel like with AEW, it's a good thing that they're utilizing the talent, but as far as the debuts, like you gotta like try and space it out so that way everybody have their own moment and not like clutter it all together. Because like if you clutter it all together, then you won't give like those type of debuts a moment to shine. So you gotta like try and figure it out and like space it in certain areas where that debut would be great. Like obviously, like the Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole, Ruby Soho debut was awesome. Like everybody was happy to see it, but like you still gotta like figure it out, like when and where to like position everybody so that way they get their own shine instead of like mushing it all together.
Right. I don't know. It's a very weird, touchy kind of thing. But it's not like we don't love to see it. I mean,
Right.
we love seeing these guys debut and used. I'll say it, used in the way that they shouldn't have been. I mean, Ruby Soho was treated like shit in WWE, and I'm not even afraid to say that because, listen, it was true. They literally gave her nothing to do. They looked like they were trying to do some stuff with Andrade, but then once they kind of split him up with, well, they didn't really technically split him up from Zelina, but that kind of whole thing happened, and it wasn't really going to be meant to be. Malachi Black was stuck in a broom closet for the majority of his career. And, well, Bryan Danielson, I mean, he had his one match against Roman Reigns, lost that WWE Universal Championship match, and then went on his way. And he let his contract expire like the Jon Moxley situation. So he left on his own terms, really, in that regard. Everybody else that I was mentioning before, they were just being used terribly.
I'm about to say except for Adam Cole also.
And Adam Cole, yeah, he kind of let his thing expire as well.
I still don't like how NXT did Adam Cole in that last match with him and Kyle O'Reilly at TakeOver.
I knew they were going to put Kyle over, though. It was kind of just the thing they were going to do.
Yeah, I figured that too, but I still hate like the ending. Like, my man was handcuffed to the rope. Like, come on, man.
But yeah, listen, if you guys have anything that you guys want to talk about how they use these debuting superstars, leave that in the live chat and in the comment section below after this video does publish on YouTube. But guys, we are going to be covering our faces here. You guys will be still hearing us, but we will be giving our full bracket predictions for this AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament. And then after we are done with that, we are done with the review for tonight on Outside the Brand. So you ready to do these bracket predictions?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Here are the matches for the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament. We got Dark Order's 10 taking on Jon Moxley, Dustin Rhodes taking on Bryan Danielson, Orange Cassidy taking on Powerhouse Will Hobbs, and Lance Archer taking on Eddie Kingston. I think these are great matches for the first round, but do you see some people that you wish were a part of the tournament that aren't? Because I got two names right off the bat.
I was about to say one is probably packed.
Yep.
Another one. Yeah, one is definitely packed, but I can't really think of another one.
MJF.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
Now, I understand that MJF is doing something with Orange Cassidy, but you could have had either Orange Cassidy or MJF in here and have one of them interfere in some sort of way to get them out of the Eliminator tournament so that they can face each other at Full Gear. I mean, I think that would have made some sort of sense. But we're not here. We have these 8 men. I think this is a good field. I just feel like some of these matches are kind of too predictable.
Right.
So what are your 4 winners for the first round?
So I got Bryan Danielson over Dustin Rhodes.
Okay.
I have Lance Archer over Eddie Kingston.
Okay.
That Orange Cassidy and Powerhouse Hobbs is kind of a tough one. I want Orange Cassidy to win, but for some reason I have a feeling that Powerhouse Hobbs might take it over Orange Cassidy.
Okay.
And then obviously John Moxley over 10.
I have those exact winners. I have John Moxley over 10. I got Powerhouse over Orange Cassidy, Bryan over Dustin, and Lance over Eddie. I think Lance and Eddie is going to be fantastic. I think any of those guys can win that match.
Right.
If Eddie wins, I won't even be shocked. But
Yeah,
I think you do Lance Archer there.
Yeah.
From those matches, then, how would you have them going into the finals? Who would you have? So you would have Moxley and Orange in yours, I think, on that side, and then Bryan and Lance in the other.
I said Powerhouse Hobbs would be Orange.
Yeah, so Powerhouse and John on that one side.
Yeah. So with that, I have John over Powerhouse, and I have Bryan over Kingston.
Okay, so Moxley and Danielson in the finals.
Yep,
that's mine too. I would have Moxley over Powerhouse, and then Danielson over Lance. So either way, we're getting Moxley and Bryan Danielson, and I think we talked about that. Last in our last review when we talked about that whole notebook piece of notebook paper that Tony Khan was photographed with, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley was on that sheet of paper, I think, when we were talking about that. So maybe he had that whole World Championship Eliminator tournament in that notebook, and that's what he had here. So, guys, that is what we think for this AEW Eliminator tournament. Moxley and Danielson in the finals. I think that would be a great match for Full Gear anyway, and whoever comes out on top there would have a great match with Hangman Adam Page when it's all said and done there. But guys, I think that's going to be it for your AEW Dynamite review right here on Outside the Brand. If you guys, I sold out once, but I'm going to sell out again. Hit that bell for all notifications. That way you never miss an upload. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 250 subscribers. Go to the links in the description. That way you can follow us all on TikTok. And have yourselves a good night. See you guys on Monday for the Monday Night Raw review. And of course, just because that's just how the numbers went, Monday Night Raw is going to be episode number 69. So there you go. And that's just perfect. And you know, last song, Ooh Baby I Like It Raw, and of course episode number 69. So somebody's going to have to be singing that.
Oh my God.
On 69. But guys, that's it. Nate, do you have anything else to say before we head off for the night tonight?
Oh man. Yeah, happy that I was able to get my live privileges back on TikTok. I will be streaming Monday Night Raw on Monday night. Well, Monday. So if you guys want to watch that with me, you know what I'm saying, TikTok is in the description. Nathan Coleman 6. Follow me there. Also, all of my other socials is in my link in my bio on TikTok. So my Twitter and also my Instagram is in there. Also link to this great wrestling review podcast of all time, OTB baby. That link is in there as well. So follow your boy, follow Phil, follow Saul, follow Loft. All of us, man, we're working out here. We're grinding. We're trying to get the subs up. And yeah, we're doing it for you guys. So we appreciate you guys to the fullest. And that's all I gotta say, man. So yeah.
You best believe as soon as we get out of here, we're watching that music that our boys Love and J Bash just put out. So
Yes, sir.
listen, guys, have a good night. Take care. And we'll talk to you guys very soon. Peace out.